Hello and welcome back. Playing Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode once again. This is gonna be the last episode for this series, this little series. I thought we'd sort of enforce the loyalty of the town by going in a little purging spree, and then we'll check out the Legends mode, and that's gonna be it. So yeah, I think we still have a couple of soldiers in here. One soldier, yeah. Is he dead now? I think he is. Yeah. So let's just see if we can animate. Yep, we can. Yeah, good. We'll just waltz out of our new throne room, I guess, and that's that guy's guts are hanging out, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is. Can't see the lower bar there, which might say something about it. Maybe you can see. I think it says something about guts though, so it's safe to assume that that's the case. Lots of traders out here. Let's see what they think. Yeah, he's yielded. Good. Let's shout out to everyone then. Oh, someone called me a coward, I guess. I'm gonna regret that. Get your real gremlin leather helm right here. That's cool! That's cool. So these are dwarven traders, I think, maybe. Actually, the traders themselves are human, but the guards are dwarven, which is interesting. I guess no one's attacking me, so that's fine. Let's see how our... Ooh. Are they trying to come at me? No? Just gonna see. Yeah, they're being quite vengeful, I guess. Vengeful. Oh, what are these guys done? No matter. We'll just reanimate my faithful servants, I guess. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then, what's like that? Every now and then I reanimate your corpse. Fuck. That song has been in my head for a good long while. Okay. I'd say, you know, apart from the constant fighting here, everything's under my control. So I guess our story here is that sort of taking control of this town, and through this sort of a balance of terror, we're keeping control of it. These guys are probably going to become they're probably going to relocate, since they're not really loyal to me. Yeah, I'm now officially the ruler of this town. Lots of fighting. corpses. Yeah, this is basically the power of the necromancer. You start off, you know, you're not overly powerful to start with, but once you start accumulating these undead, there's really nothing that can stop you, I find. And they can really screw up your campaign, your Dwarf Fortress mode as well. But I think it's a really fun challenge as well, trying to defeat a necromancer siege, because I've never really seen them leave on their own accord. In my previous fortress, I still had, like, I think at least 2 necromancers sneaking around. I like fucking arrange these hunts, you know, get near corpses and patrol the outside, get all the corpses inside before they could reanimate them, but always they'd catch 1 or 2 corpses and I'd have to put them down, which was easier back then because they had this sort of a HP system. Yeah, I've been recently I've been playing a lot of Jagged Alliance 2, whichever you prefer. I think it's Jagged. Obviously with the 1.13 mod. Now, I used to play it a little when I was quite a lot younger, so not really good at it. So it's quite a big, quite a challenge, I guess. Trying to work it out. I'm currently waiting for the infamous what was the town called? Drassen counterattack. Yeah, from the Royal Army. I did have a little attack already, but I'm pretty sure it was just one patrol trying to I don't know what they were trying. They were outnumbered by my militia and my mercs, so they just got slaughtered pretty much. Obviously I lost a couple of if you played the game ever, you know, lost a couple of green shirts, but nothing too severe. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. Thought about making a video maybe, but I don't know. If I do make a video, I'll be using what was the there's this mod that works with 1.13 and basically let's reanimate that. Basically, it changes the map around, adds a lot more sectors, a lot more stuff to find, all that, and also increases the challenge, which is cool. But again, I'm not the best player of that game, so I never really got past the Drassen counterattack when I was playing it younger. And this was a lot younger because obviously it's quite an old game, and I'm not that old, so I think when I played it, it was already an old game, but still I was pretty young, so. And I was playing with mods as well. I think 1.13 was one of them, so I did have that Drassen counter attack, and I started off playing with experienced. I did moderately well, I guess. I didn't have too many mercs, and I couldn't figure out how to train militia. So once the counter attack came, I just started again and tried to work out what I did wrong, basically. So yeah, we're taking these guys out, I think it's safe to say. Yeah, they don't have a chance anymore. Got too many corpses following me. I'm not really sure how you'd get the allegiance of these guys living in this town. Not sure if you even can in adventure mode. Obviously, when some civ takes over a site, the citizens, at least some of them, usually become sort of loyal to them to a certain extent. I mean, they might rebel if you give them the opportunity. Still, that's another thing I'll probably do later. I'll try and start another game where I'll be starting a rebellion somewhere, maybe. But before that, I'm gonna actually play a bit of Fortress mode, I think. Get another series going. I think I still have the old Dwarf lists from last episode of the Fortress mode series. In the comment section there. So if you're watching this and want to be dwarfed, which is basically me adding your name to the in the game by renaming a dwarf. I think I think I already had about 8 names, maybe, or 5, I don't know. So there still might be room in the starting 7 as well. And if you have any wishes as to what your profession would be, that's fine as well. So if you still want to be dwarfed, or maybe you've already requested that but want to be sure, you can either post here in the comment section below, or you can go to that old video and comment there. Sure works for you. Before I start recording, I'll try and write it down. Previously, of course, I've been kind of lazy with that, but hopefully this time around I'll be a little more observant and mindful, whatever. I think we'll take a tour of the town. Wow. I think there was like 3 of them taken out within like 5 seconds. So yeah. Zombies are sort of OP'd. For the series, I think I'll be first of all, an update, of course. This is still running an old version. I might actually wait a bit to see if the next update comes out, which basically helps with job assignment and all that a bit. But that, of course, that update might be like 5 weeks or more. So I might just start a new series and try and update that save file then once the new update comes out. And of course I have to wait for the LNP Pack 2 update as well. But yeah, I think I'll be trying to find a really hostile location to play in, to add in a little challenge, especially in the early game, because quite often it's just you know, doing the stuff you always do when you're getting started. Whereas with some actual real danger being present, it's a lot more interesting. Of course, it might mean that I might even lose, which has happened before when I played in those really evil biomes, which basically reanimate everything. But I reclaimed that side later, I think. I just grabbed a whole lot of archers, a couple of miners, dug a hole, put all my food in there, waited for reinforcements and built some walls around the place. I eventually got it working, you know. Only a couple of migrants would die every now and then. So that was good. Trouble was that with invasions coming in, the undead population grew so much that my old computer couldn't really handle it anymore. So my FPS was about 6 or something, and would take like, I think could take about an hour to get through a in-game year. Or I think it was more, because yeah, that became kind of unplayable. Even when I turned down temperature calculations, which is something you can try if you're suffering from lag in this game, especially if you're trying to fuck around with lava. That helps a lot, but even that just, I think it was then about 10 FPS and still pretty slow with its calculations, so it gets just juttering and all that shit. It's really hard trying to walk around this town now when this combat log gets completely overcrowded all the time. I think I'll just walk over here and reanimate a couple of corpses here. Because holy shit, I can't walk around with this amount of spam. Yeah, Codex Command should be coming up probably next week. Of course, this is gonna be the Christmas holiday, and depending on what I do, I might have a lot of time to record, or not a lot of time to record. But yeah, I try to upload something every now and then, every week if I can, and basically every day I find the time to do so. I try not to disturb like my neighbors as well. I'm not sure how thin the walls are here, so I try and record at such times that people are out or something. So I can usually hear my neighbors' conversations and stuff. They would just have good hearing or something. And there's a lot of corpses here. Holy fuck. That is a lot of corpses. So much death. Yeah. So I guess this is the... I guess we'll clear out the marketplace. This is this guys were bold enough to challenge our rule, attacking our faithful undead servants, which is of course completely unacceptable. There's a pikeman there. Yeah. Right. Lots of spam. Holy shit. Fortress mode isn't that bad because you don't have to read through the logs. I like reading through the logs. I like to know exactly what is happening to my dwarves. But sometimes that just becomes impossible, and you end up finding out that your militia commander has died in the battle, which is what happens in the series. I think. Spoilers if you haven't watched it. And I only discovered that like 3 episodes later as well, which is sort of funny to me because I usually keep close tabs on everyone in my fortress, even if I have like 300 dwarves, which can be quite stressful, and that's why I often keep these little breaks from playing Dwarf Fortress. Helps keep the game fresh as well. We're completely wrecking this town. Yeah, we're on cooldown with our animate power, so I can now do it. Yeah, let's see if we can salvage any of these corpses. Yes, we can. Only if Arnold Flameloopy could be here to see this glorious victory. He might not be too impressed by the fact that we're using undead to achieve this, but you know. I'm quite slow. I think that's because of my movement settings, but I don't want to run around too much and get all. Well, I don't know actually if we get exhausted because we're undead. Because I think undead get exhausted at any point. mean, that makes sense. I've never seen a zombie pass out from exhaustion. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Exhaustion. Let's go with that. Yeah. Hopefully, when I like, I don't know. I'll probably go to like UK for half a year or 3 months next year. Hopefully I get better at pronouncing stuff. Maybe. Yeah, some people have in the past have commented on my accent, which I'd say it's quite interesting. I mean, it's a mixture of like some British English, I think, and then there's like quite a lot of Americanisms, just put it that way, and then there's also like some just words I can't pronounce correctly. Probably it's more to do really with intonation and maybe a bit. Maybe it's also a problem with stressing some words. At least that's what I've noted in my pronunciation classes. As a certain person would say. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. We're just killing everyone here at this point. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that. Well, yeah, farmers keep coming in from like miles away for some reason. I mean, if I was them, I'd be running away. Even if I was a warrior of some merit. I mean, this is just too much for anyone to handle in a fair fight, let's say, unless you had like 500 axe masters helping you. I think we'll just walk into our throne room now and try and get through this spam. Then we'll retire here as a lord or whatever, and we'll check the Legends mode for any interesting stuff. We'll just reanimate Reg and no one else, I guess. Lots of corpses. Lots and lots of corpses. Yeah, once these guys are done with like slaughtering everyone in the town, they'll just bunch up and come to me again. The spam is slowly becoming less of an issue as well, which means that everyone's slowly getting killed. There's less stuff for our servants to punch. I think those guys are done. Yeah. Coming back in. Good. You're now in control of button suppers ruling the Auburn Council from the modest castle. Yeah. Good. Good. We'll just wait for these guys to get in here to act as my personal guard. Let's see where they are. Ladder Niveltalo, or his neck, just his neck, to be more precise. Ithlud Idimothud. Ladder. Okay, the rest of his corpse is also there. And there's Orid Shezpaisman. Right, good. We'll just retire. Retire at this location. I'll rest a while. Good. Really, all active saves will be deleted. Yes. So now you have similar stuff you can do in the Fortress mode, a similar function. You can just retire instead of abandoning and come back later, or just leave your fortress to be, and they'll do stuff in world generation. And in the recent version as well, they won't get completely owned by invasions necessarily if you start another fortress, although they'll be much more susceptible to getting conquered, because of course you don't really you've only got numbers against numbers. I think you can't expect the game to simulate the whole map and have the battle there in the like deep recesses of your fortress. That would probably kill your computer, unless you were running like some sort of a military grade supercomputer. Which one was that? I think it was Gadalkar. See, Legends mode. Well, now we'll just Google for our character's name. And yeah, historical figures. I have to filter new. There it is. Noobazzah Nabzisado Thuruperad. Stone of the influence of voices, which is an interesting name. Male human necromancer. Was born in 229. Human necromancer born in 229. He was of unknown parentage. Although accounts vary, it's universally agreed that Noobazzah was of divine parentage and possessed of unnatural gifts. I guess, yeah. So that's Kudel and Loopy joining us. Wandered the wilds a bit. We killed those kobolds there. Not sure if you can see my mouse, but it's there. We wandered again for a bit. We became the Lord of the Council of Conjuring. This is when we went to Pink Iron and confronted those bandits. Again, wandering in the wilds again. And then we found a tower, and I read that little book to learn the secrets of life and death. And then we animated a bunch of corpses. And I became a Lord of the Auburn Council. And then we're in Button Suppers, fighting. Ooh, I can scroll in and out. That's good. I haven't noticed that before. Yeah, I rule from the castle. Then I of course exited it, and I apparently stopped ruling from there. Then there was a lot more fighting. Yeah, and then we went back to the throne room. And I settled in Button Suppers in 250, early spring. Good. Related historical figures are Ebon, golden drives, an object of worship, Gudul and Loopy, who are my traveling companions, of course. Gudul doesn't. Seems like Gudul didn't die, apparently. So he's still out somewhere. But Loopy, of course, was killed by zombies. But he did get an epic name though, so good on him. And so we're a member of the Kingdom of Communions, a member of the Mahogany Alchemical Group, the Council of Conjuring, the Mahogany Alchemical Group. And I think we're still a half. Oh, we're no longer a half person there. And still the Lord of Council of Conjuring. There's our own faction, the Auburn Council, and we're also a lot of that. What else? Oh yeah, Button Supper's Seed of Power. I might actually keep this save, and we could actually. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll make an adventurer who's gonna try and stage a rebellion at this site. That would be cool, because the townspeople probably aren't too happy with the current rule. So we'll just incite a rebellion and try and take out our old self, I guess. That's gonna be our next quest, but yeah. So got 7 notable kills, some humans and kobolds, and we also killed 6 ravens, which is less than interesting. Good. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up with the history of Button Suppers. Because I want to see what the actual site history says about my takeover. There's some stuff you want to quickly read through that. Yeah, lots of kobolds and stuff. Yeah, and dwarves seem to have taken up residence there. And bridges. The Wrenched Balls. It's a good name. And we'll just scroll through. And there's that fucking long list of kills. How about the actual takeover? That's that. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a favorite, maybe subscribe. More stuff coming out when it comes out. Stick around to see that. And yeah, I'll see you next time.